Hey guys, it's Timothy here. We are jumping into another Iconic Masters draft, which looks like Iconic Masters is only going to be up for another day. Is that what I'm reading right now? All right. Well, I've heard that the Vintage Masters is it Vintage Masters or Vintage Cube? One or both of those things is coming back to Moto, so they're probably taking Iconic Masters down. Let's go and look at our pack. Three dual lands. All these dual lands in general are just great. The bounce lands are particularly good in this format. There are a couple synergies with them through looting and stuff like that. Our rare is Hypersonic Dragon, which isn't a bomb, but is good enough to go ahead and first pick. I was kind of hoping for a rare that's not necessarily blue, because blue is so overdrafted in this set. I mean, granted, blue's cards are a little bit better than the rest, but there's nothing really standing out in the rest of this pack. Our foil is Azorius Charm, which isn't a card you first pick, and then all three of our uncommons are dual lands, which are fine, but I don't think I need to be first picking them over a solid card. We played red-blue last time. I'm not going to force it. Ooh, now if I really wanted to try something sweet out, I would take Assault Formation here, and I might do that just to try and get there. This card, when it works, is absolutely busted. It turns all your defenders into attackers, and the the toughness ratio on those cards is usually pretty colossal. Fogbank is not going to wheel, but Fogbank is the other card I'm interested in here. Claustrophobia, not bad with my first pick, but why don't we try to do something a little fun here? I also think I missed, or maybe I didn't. I don't think I checked the last card here. Yeah, I'll go ahead and take Assault Formation, and I'm not promising to play it here. But this is a really sweet deck. If you can get like the blue-green walls deck to come together or something like that, then this is probably one of the best decks in the format. But we're going to go ahead and take it, and who knows, we might just take like all the Doorkeepers and Vent Sentinels and stuff like that. And we could very easily play Hypersonic Dragon in those same decks. So along those lines, Wall of Roots fits that deck perfectly. Undercity Troll, probably a better card. Blizzard Spectre, better card. In fact, most of these are better cards. Could also take Mnemonic Wall. But Wall of Roots is quite nice. I really like Mnemonic Wall. I think most people who are drafting this format like Mnemonic Wall as well. Kind of digging the Wall of Roots, though. If you can play like a bunch of early defenders and then slam your Assault Formation, it's really good. There is a chance that Wall of Roots comes back with Search for Tomorrow and Undercity Troll both being in this pack. Search for Tomorrow is very often better than Wall of Roots. Not always, but usually. And, Mnemonic Wall might wheel. Doubt it, but it might wheel. I'm going to go and take Wall of Roots since I committed to taking a second pick Assault Formation. Follow that up with, yeah, we'll just take another Wall of Roots. We'll slam it, and if we don't draw our Assault Formation, our deck won't do anything. But, I mean, even just like having a bunch of walls lends us toward a ramp strategy. I think most people out of this pack would be interested in Dimir Aqueduct or Amass the Components. I'm not like super huge on Amass the Components. I'll admit it's a fine card. Like I like casting it, it's good, but some people I've seen draft like 3 or 4 of them, and that just seems completely unnecessary. I think I'd like to have maybe 1 or 2 in most of my blue decks, but over that, the card's not like insane or anything. Just go and take this wall. Ooh, Rift Bolt's nice. Wall of Roots is also nice. Ooh, there's Doorkeeper. So given the two options, if I'm going to be this wall deck, I want win conditions, and Doorkeeper is a legitimate win condition in the wall deck. I'm not saying I'd be disappointed with this third Wall of Roots, but Doorkeeper is an actual way to turn this into like a plan A, plan B strategy deck. Rift Bolt's just good, but also note that the walls match up very well against what a lot of the other decks want to be doing, the aggressive decks and such. Doorkeeper, go ahead and get in the deck. And I'm not saying I'm drafting perfectly. Oh, I mean, there's also this card. This card's actually just absurd. Like it's very good on its own, but you have Assault Formation. Like the fact that your 3-mana card is basically a 5/5 that draws you a card is just ridiculous. I would also probably take Frostlinks, Evolving Wilds, Search for Tomorrow, maybe Reave Soul. Like I don't know that I'm playing a Hypersonic Dragon. If I get Vent Sentinels, then I'm interested in it. But we're taking Caryatid. We're doing it. We're definitely doing it. All right, this is the first pack I don't care too much about. Bala Ged Scorpion is like an actual foil to this sort of deck, but, it just snipes off one thing. There's nothing I'm super interested in. I could take Trepanation Blade if I end up like more of a mill deck. I'm not saying I want to be a mill deck. I could also take Lead the Stampede. This card is fine, especially when you're usually going to be a creature-heavy deck. I might lean towards that. Trepanation Blade, I don't really want to be mill. Like I said, Doorkeeper's kind of like a backup plan, and if I end up not necessarily blue, that's fine. But I'll take Lead the Stampede here. Draw me into more creatures. Follow that up with, well, White of Precinct 6 makes me wish I had taken Trepanation Blade, but I'm not entirely sure that's even what I would have wanted to do there. Dirkwood Bailout's pretty poor, Crown Ceratok's poor, Bewilder's poor. Most of these cards aren't very good, so it's possible I just want to go and take up this white in case like mill is the actual route I want to end up going. Not really anything that fits my theme here. We will start seeing if we get these mnemonic walls back or not. Ceratok, just not really what I want to be doing. A Blinded Mage is good, but green-white is not a deck that necessarily lends itself towards a bunch of walls, right? Ooh, Azorius Charm came back. Hunt the Weak is actually not amazing with what we're doing, but it still might be worth taking. Guard Duty, lol, against Assault Formation. Just super lol. I still don't know 100% where I'm going with this. I might just take Azorius Charm. I don't really want Guard Duty. Yeah, Hunt the Weak might just be correct. It's still good with some of these 2-top power creatures, but this is a sketch pick. Azorius Charm seems a little bit better, but we don't really have Mana Fixin', and it's not really easy to pick up Mana Fixin'. All right, here, Virulent Swipe would actually be good. It turns our walls into things that my opponent can't just freely attack through. There's also Balustrade Spy, which goes along with this plan. I'm not saying that this is actually a plan. Lure is pretty bad in a deck that doesn't really want to be attacking, and I don't really care much for Duskdale Worm, even though I have 2 Wall of Roots. So let's go and take the mill card, and we'll flounder a little bit. Wow, Undercity Troll came back. It's a little bit surprising. I think I'll take it here. I want like some actual creatures in my deck, right? I don't know why that's happening, but let's go ahead and take Undercity Troll. I don't want any of these cards. I will not play you. I guess I'll play you. I mean, I'm not going to play you, but I could play you. Shimmer and Grotto, so no Mnemonic Walls coming back. Frostlinks could be playable in this sort of deck. Alright, so we've got the start to a Defender deck, possibly like a pseudo-mill deck here. We didn't see any Vent Sentinels. Our removal is Hunt the Weak, so we can take out Hunt the Weak, not even like good with Wall of Roots. Well, I guess it doesn't really do too much. Alright, well, I'm not playing in real life, so I don't feel like I have to take Grove of the Burn Willows, and I don't really know that I need to splash red. Hypersonic Dragon could be like a good splash here. Doomblade is strong, and then there's also Jotty Offshoot, which might just come back. There's also Star Compass, but very low curve right now. I think I'm going to go ahead and take Doomblade here and just keep waffling a little bit. Don't think Hypersonic Dragon's going to make the cut. Jotty Offshoot coming back would be fine. Ivy Elemental coming back would be fine. I don't care about Thran Dynamo in this deck. Star Compass or Shriekgeist coming back would also be fine, but I'm going to go for the good removal spell here. Ooh, Rampage and Baloth is just good. There's also another Doorkeeper. Dang. Illusory Angel and Doomblade as well. This is a very good pack. It could be that I want this Baloths just as a high-end creature. It is really strong upside. Like, sometimes we're not going to draw Assault Formation, and then our deck's just kind of going to sit there not doing anything. It is possible I get Doorkeeper back, since there are some, well, at least one much stronger blue card in the pack. Then there's Doomblade as well. I'm going to go and take Baloth. This card's very strong. Ooh, Sultai Flare is nice. There's also a Shriekgeist here. Orzhov Basilica would be playable, but not great. Don't think Frostlinks is going to make the cut here. Don't know about these mill cards yet. This is like the potential mill package, but I don't see that happening. Sultai Flare is nice. It just gains me a lot of life whenever any of these walls dies. Search for Tomorrow will also be playable here, but I'm going to go and take this Flare. And there's a Doorkeeper. Nice. We could definitely splash Doomblade, especially if I pick up a Search for Tomorrow. I don't think I'm playing these cards. I could play them over Doorkeeper, but I don't know. Here, this is going to be an easy Doorkeeper, I think. FYI, if you are a Dragon deck, don't play this card. Like, this is such a win more card. I hate that this was a rare in the set. It could have been uncommon, and it still would have been like, you don't want to play it that often. I hate that this just took up a rare slot. It really doesn't need to be. It looks like it's a strong effect, but it wins you games you're already probably winning. Doorkeeper number 2, get in the deck. Sadness, Mind Crank. Is that something I want to play? Probably not. Here, I could take Wild Size. Mannequin is like just okay. Haunting Hymn's pretty strong, and Enlarge would be better if I wasn't planning on playing a bunch of dirtily defender creatures, which right now I have 5 defenders. I might not even play Hunt the Weak, but it's good enough with my other cards. I wish there was a good blue card here. You see just blue being like completely sniped up. Do I want Mannequin? I don't even like Mind Crank, to be honest. I think it's a pretty poor card. I'll take Wild Size here. Dragon Loft. Ulcerate's fine. Netcaster Spider's like super mediocre, but totally playable. There's a defender here, but it's in a third, potentially fourth color, so I don't think I'm interested in that. Surreal Memoir, not something I'm interested in splashing. And the second Wild Size, a little bit worse than the other one. So Netcaster Spider, just fine. Just fine. Oy. Yeah, no blue at all. I mean, that's what we expected. Go and take Timberland Guide. I don't think I'm playing that, though. There's nothing I'm really even interested in splashing. These cards are pretty medium here. I don't think I'm playing Timberland Guide. Seems very unlikely. Or rather, something I don't want to be doing. Another Assault Formation would be nice. Sometimes my opponent's going to have a Disenchant or a, what is it called, Iona's Judgment, which can exile enchantments, or sometimes it gets countered. You know the deal. Would like a Search for Tomorrow. Not a bad curve. We do have like one actually really strong card, which we can ramp into with our double wall of roots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 defenders. 2 like real cards and a random splashable Doomblade with no way to splash. Maybe we made a mistake. The mill deck seems fairly open. Like Mind Crank's not good, but it does work in the context of this format. Basically, it helps all your cards like double mill and stuff like that. A lot of time, the reason Mind Crank's not normally good is because you often just kill your opponent through damage by the time Mind Crank mills them. But sometimes your creatures are chipping in for just little amounts of damage, and the mill can really add up. And sometimes you do mill them out before they actually die from lethal damage. I've noticed the mill decks are quite good. Ether Vial. Well, I'm not going to put my money where my mouth is on that one. Hunted Pack could be a real card here. Hunted Pack's not amazing, but if you do it in response to an opponent's card, you get 2 4/4s. I do need some sort of backup plan. There's nothing else I'm playing here. You may destroy target creature. I don't want to kill my own creatures, so I'm not going to play that card. And Ether Vial is a pretty poor card altogether for limited purposes, so we'll go and take this Hunted Pack. And, ooh, we got Jetty Offshoot back. We also got Shriek Geist, but I think I'm kind of off the mill plan here. Growth of the Burn Willows, again, would let me play this Hypersonic Dragon, but I don't really want to gain my opponent life. It's not often I'm going to have to use that for the life gain anyway, so we'll go and take our little defender dude. Every defender we take does make our doorkeepers better. I guess Nantuko Shaman, this card's not amazing by any means, but it is playable. And yeah, I don't want any of this. Baloth's just not good. I guess I do need ways to win the game. Yeah, we'll go and grab this Shriek Geist. Still got, the potential to do that as a backup plan. Here, I'm not going to play these Shamans. I might take a Radiant Fountain, especially since I'm majority green. All right, Mind Crank can get in the sideboard. It looks like a lot of people are off mill, too. I've just got, like, random pieces to a mill deck here with double Doorkeeper. Just not enough that it's, like, a real board plan or anything. It's looking a little sketch. We need this last pack to go very well. No Vent Sentinels is kind of disappointing. We saw one Evolving Wilds as a potential way to splash here, because Doomblade's looking a little worse if you have literally no way to splash. And I guess since I'm taking some of the other green cards, the Search for Tomorrows are really the only other appealing green cards in the packs for the other green players at this table. Wow, Glimpse the Unthinkable. Oh, but Jungle Barrier. Oh, man. And then there's a white. Geez, this pack is loaded for the mill deck. There's Glimpse, Jace's Phantasm, White of Precinct 6, Shriek Geist. Holy crap, I think I just have to take Jungle Barrier, though, right? I'm not actually a mill deck. God, this is so good with Doorkeepers, though. Oh man, why couldn't I pack one, pick one this? I could wheel the jungle barrier. I don't know if anybody else is interested in it. Oh, I think I would wheel it, but that's so risky. Could also take Chancery, but is this where we want to be in our life? No, I'm not gonna play all these other cards with the cards I already have. That's such a shame to pass up the mill 10 when we have like the potential to be a mill deck, but going into pack 3, I don't think that's the right choice. Dang, another Phantasm too. Such garbage. I could take Dissolve here. I could take Sanctuary or Wall of Roots. Oh, there's also Search for Tomorrow, which again lets me splash the Doomblade a little bit easier. I don't think Wall of Roots is coming back. There's no other green card in the pack. There's got to be at least one other green player. There's Mana Leak too if I wanted to be more interactive, which would be pretty good on the wheel here. Don't mind Sanctuary, especially having Radiant Fountain, Jadiaf and Rampage and Balots makes that a little bit better. All right. Do I just want another Wall of Roots? I mean, my deck would be pretty crazy if I had a bunch of Wall of Roots and then Assault Formation. I think I have to take the card that's just on theme with what I'm trying to do. Haha, taste it, Anger of the Gods. That will do nothing against me. Ooh, Mnemonic Wall. There's also Search and Thought Scout. Well, Thought Scout is not something I care about here. I guess I have Shimmer and Grotto in my graveyard. That is something I could play to kind of offset the black mana. Didn't really think about that. Could take Boiler Works here. I think Mnemonic Wall is what I want. Do I really have any spells, though? Do I have even a single instant or sorcery to get back? I guess there's Lead the Stampede, Hunt the Weak. This card is not going to be good in my deck. Is there anything else I want, though? I don't want this second Hunt the Weak. Kind of want Search for Tomorrow. I think the wall is the right pick. Ooh, Overgrown Battlements. Wow. That's good. Oh, there's also Jeshin Thief, which is like actually really good. I think I'm going to take Battlements here. It's perfect for the deck. It's going to have trouble closing out the game if my opponent can answer Assault Formation. There's Aerial Predation too, which I've mentioned in a couple other videos. Little Death Touch creatures are going to be very annoying against my deck. But we're going to take Battlements. Maybe I get Jeshin Thief. Maybe I take this Jeshin Thief. Distortion Strike, not looking great here. Nature's Claim and Search would be great, but Jeshin Thief's actually good, especially with Assault Formation. It just starts attacking for 3 instead of attacking for 1. Dang, so much mill, so much mill. All right, Thief is good. Thief actually fits this deck quite nicely. Another Overgrown Battlement? Jeez, there's Evolving Wilds as well. And Search. I think I just want the Battlement. Like, we're all on this plan. I wish I'd seen one more Doorkeeper or a Vent Sentinel or something. Like, we're going to have trouble actually winning without our formation, but Battlements it is. Even like an Ivy Elemental would be good. We have so much mana ramp here. Double Overgrown Battlement and 3 Wall of Roots. It's like a real thing happening. Another Mnemonic Wall that doesn't do anything in my deck. Yeah, better than anything else I'm playing. Just playing random walls. How do I feel about Spell Fists in my deck? Again, I'm not casting non-creature spells that often. This would be quite good if I had like a spell-based deck. I think I'll just take Jeshin Thief here. Pretty good. Alright, a couple more spells to round out. If I draw some Search for Tomorrows or something, that'd be good. Because it gives my Mnemonic Wall. Glimpse came back. What in the world? Also, Distortion Strike is insane in this set. Like, actively just very, very good, in my opinion. Phantom Tiger, no thank you. Come on. Can't be right. Can't be right. Distortion Strike just doesn't... I guess Distortion Strike is a lot better now that I have these Thieves. It's just like, am I casting this on Defender creatures? Is it better than Spell Fist? It's probably better than Spell Fist. Ooh, Mana Leak's nice. I like having this Mana Leak. Mana Leak's not, like, superb in this set, but it is quite good, and it's better than, like, these random Spell Fists or something. Again, it's a spell that triggers, or gives me something to get back with Mnemonic Wall, even though it's probably not that great with these Thieves. Dang, Kiln Fiend and double Distortion Strike. I could play Thought Scour. I don't know that there's a reason to do that, other than, again, triggering my guys. I could take this Boiler Works here, potentially give me that out to Hypersonic Dragon. All right. So we might just be able to, like, make a giant hunting pack or something like that. I'm not going to play any of these other cards. I don't think Ceratoc's making the cut on the other Distortion Strike. I don't think I'm playing double Distortion Strike. Bewilder's pretty bad. Alright, so I think we're light on win conditions, but this ought to be fun even if we get completely stomped. Boilerworks can stay in. I think I am going to play Shimmer and Grotto. It's not amazing, but it lets me play this Doomblade. And I think Doomblade's going to be good. If I cut these 3 lands, 28 playables. I'm probably going to play, let me see here. I have so much mana ramp through these cards that I don't think I need a full 17 lands. I think I'm probably going to play 16 lands, especially since I have a bounce land. That makes me feel a little bit better. One of these Distortion Strikes definitely coming out. That means I need to cut 3 more cards. Wild Size doesn't look great here. Lead the Stampede looks good. We're 19 creatures right now. And I'm leaning towards a Mnemonic Wall. Like a fine blocker with all the extra mana. Doesn't really fit the theme of my deck, but it does what it does, right? Same with like Nantuko Shaman, these random creatures like Netcaster and stuff like that. I imagine we're just going to play against a bunch of blue decks, so Netcaster Spider's good. I'm feeling a little bit weary about our mana situation not being good, and if we don't draw a Sword Formation, our deck's a little bit rocky, but here we are. What spells do I actually have to get back with Mnemonic Wall? I guess we have Hunt and Pack and Doomblade. Hunt the Weak might not even be worth playing in my deck. I mean, it's good with these big guys, but it's pretty bad with the walls. Guess we'll save Hunt the Weak until we know we're against like a little creature deck or something like that. And then I'm going to cut one of these low-end cards, probably a 3-drop here, and play 16 lands. I guess Netcaster can come out. Nantuko Shaman's pretty poor. In fact, it gets downgraded by Assault Formation, but it is basically a cantrip, and we're going to be able to hold down the fort. I think Netcaster Spider probably a little bit worse. Alright, here we are. This is what we've done to ourselves. Did not pick up a single search for tomorrow. That is notable here. Frostlinks I don't think is what I want for this deck. If I had a second Assault Formation and I was like counting on having it every game, then I would consider Frostlinks, maybe even the other Distortion Strike, but Strike is already pretty skeptical. Yeah, in fact, Distortion Strike's very skeptical here. Like I said, it's good with Jeshen Thieves, which is kind of why I'm thinking about running it. Let you get in for like 6 damage over 2 turns and draw 2 extra cards. A lot of our cards can trip too. Jungle Barrier, Nantuko Shaman, these Thieves if they ever get in. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to run. Majority green by a long shot. We're going to play 1 black, mostly green. I do need more blue than that. So I'm thinking like that's 16. Probably want to go down 1 more blue. 9, 6, 1. Right, and then I do have these lands. I don't know about this Radiant Fountain. My mana's pretty bad. So we'll bounce an island for the Boilerworks. Put the Shimmer and Grotto here. Am I bad at counting? 14 lands. Oh, duh. Alright, Grotto, Boilerworks. There we go. So this gives us 3, 6, 8, 9 green sources, which isn't kind of iffy, since these don't technically count since I have to already have green. And then this is 7 blue sources, which again is kind of iffy, but good enough, I guess. And really only 2 black sources. So I wish we'd picked up an Evolving Wilds. We could have definitely passed on something for a search for tomorrow, but we didn't. And here we are. So I hope this is fun. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the rounds. Hey guys, it's Timothy here. We're playing an Iconic Masters draft. We're on the draw with a pretty unplayable hand, so we're going to go and mulligan this. And sure. Jeshen Thief actually seems good. I'll keep that on top. It's legit action. We're going to be able to block the ground for quite a while here. Yep, blue deck. People claim that blue is leaps and bounds better than the other colors in the set. It's kind of hard to deny that. See what variation of blue we're playing against. If they play Wall Roots, oh my god. I'm going to start off with my Battlement because that actually taps for more mana if I play Wall of Roots Fall in that turn. Ooh, that's actually something to work up towards here. Like if I play Overgrown Battlements next turn, then we could potentially play Hunt and Pack on like turn 4 or something like that. See what our opponent's ramping into here though. Okay, amass the components. Like I said, good card, especially when you're not under pressure. It's possible, well, I can play Wall of Roots 1, 2, and then also play Jeshen Thief next turn. That's not bad. Because this will tap for 2 green mana. And Doomblade not going to do anything for a while here. So if I play Overgrown Battlement this turn, gives me 4, 5, 6, 7 mana next turn. Actually, even more, I could go Wall of Roots plus Hunting Pack. I think I just want to play this Jeshen Thief. Oh, wait. So the way I want to do this is I think I want to play Wall of Roots. Yeah. Then I don't even have to put a counter on Wall of Roots. This thing taps for double green. Play a Thief. Not that Jeshen Thief's actually getting in there anytime soon. If I draw a land, I can actually just play Hunt and Pack anyway. And opponent's just saying go here. Ooh, I can play that this turn. I don't have a land to follow up, but I don't think there's any flash creatures I have to worry about. Oh, they could play Illusory Ambusher. That would be unfortunate. No, they're just going to take the obvious block. And the question is, should I run something into the counterspell that they're very likely holding up? I don't really want to run the Baloth into that. Guess I can safely play another Overgrown Battlements. Can I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I can't play another, or I can't play Hunt and Pack on my opponent's turn, otherwise I'd hold that up. And opponent says sure. So now I have 10 mana on board. Each of these battlements is tapping for 3, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Might just hold up Hunt and Pack and wait for my opponent to go ham or something. It's not bad either. Let's keep skill checking our opponent here. Yep. Like I said, we're not pressuring them. Am I doing anything with my mana? No, let's just go and play Boiler Works. It might be right to play this Baloth, but my opponent's holding counter magic. There's no way they're not. Teferi could also be a thing they play, but they would have just eaten my Jeshen Thief there, I think. Alright, do something. Ooh, cast another spell this turn. Ooh, do it. Cast another spell. Cast 2 more spells. Dang, really nothing? Alright, I'm going to go for this Hunt and Pack. That's 3, 6, 7 mana. I forgot that would trigger Prowess. Not that that matters too much. If my opponent counters the Hunt and Pack, I still get the Storm count. Or I'll still get 1/4/4 here. My opponent's probably playing like a bunch of maybe Genesis Hydras, Genesis Wave, stuff like that. It'd be really weird if they weren't. They're playing Thran Dynamo, so unfortunately they did not cast another spell. So am I going to get my 4/4s? They could just repeal these tokens too, which is super annoying. Alright, so they're going to counter the Hunt and Pack. 6 mana, 4 mana counter spell or something like that. What was that? Cryptic Command? Oh, sure. So bounce and counter. All right. I mean, that is what it is. I get to play this Baloth now. I could also play Lead the Stampede. Not that I have a lot of creatures I really want to... actually. This thing is getting smaller. Yeah, let's go and just play Baloth while we can. Get some real value going here. I mean, I wasn't playing around Cryptic Command specifically, but was pretty obvious, right? Oh, I can still actually just cast Lead the Stampede. God, I have so much mana. I should have cast Lead the Stampede first, maybe. All right, let's go ahead and Lead the Stampede. I have not played a land this turn. Yeah. Post combat prowess trigger. I know. We are gonna reveal 4 cards. Jesus. Okay. Ooh, and my mnemonic wall is gonna get back Hunt and Pack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just casually draw 4 cards here. This seems good. This seems. Wait, did I not get the thief? Aw, wait, what? Aw, I missed. What? That's obnoxious. I must have not clicked the Jeshin Thief. So I'll just casually draw 3 cards. This is a May ability. Why would I not make a 4/4? Alright. I think I can cast possibly all 3 of these things and then Hunt and Pack as well. Let's see what our opponent's going to play here. 9 mana. Potentially 10. Play Jin Cataxius or something like that. Vorinclex. Oh, just a giant Ivy Elemental. Okay. It's a real card. Hopefully I draw black mana for this Doomblade, right? Dang, mana leak. Alright, so let's think this turn out. Currently on board, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 mana. I can use 5 of that. Let's say I just tap all my lands. 5 mana, get back Hunt and Pack. Tap Overgrown. Well, put a counter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I don't have another. I only have 2 blue mana. So I need. Alright, so we gotta play Mnemonic Wall. I can't hold a Mana Leak doing this. Let's go and play Mnemonic Wall. 2. I think I need to do it like this. Go ahead and play the wall. Get back Hunting Pack. Could get back Lead the Stampede, but we are gonna get back Hunting Pack. Okay. Yes, use that ability. Alright, now each of these taps for. I'm gonna go ahead and tap for 4 green. Cast Wall of Roots and Doorkeeper. And then this will tap for 6, 7 mana. Let me double check that. This taps for 4 mana right now. That'll leave 1 green floating. This will tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With 1 floating, yeah, I can do all of this. So Doorkeeper, Wall of Roots. Oh, and if not, the Wall of Roots could oh yeah. Storm count is 3. I get 4 4/4s. Heck yeah. All right, and then we can start Doorkeeper in our opponent next turn. It's not like they can really attack into me. Sure. We'll pass the turn. This is awesome. Just like 1 Doomblade away from getting them. Wish I could hold up Mana Leak there too. No, there wasn't a way to cast both of these because I only have 2 blue mana available. But Mana Leak is good against these X cost decks because they usually just like go crazy and tap out. Could still die. I don't know what this is. Looks like my opponent's holding something up. Yeah, just another giant Ivy Elemental. That's fine. Could definitely get in for minimum 4 damage this turn. If I draw Assault Formation, pretty sure that's GG. Wow. We can go for another Hunting Pack. So I can throw away 2 things and get in at least 2 of these. They might chump 1. If I throw Baloth in front of them, they're definitely going to block that. And then I can go like Mnemonic Wall, play Hunting Pack again. And hopefully they cast like a Mana Leak or something on it. That wouldn't make sense, but all right. I think I am going to throw away a couple guys here. Although I should just be on the mill plan, right? Mill them out in like 2 or 3 turns. 3 turns, I think. Yeah. Okay, this is fine by me. They do not block with the Wall of Roots. Alright, so we're going to go for Mnemonic Wall here. And counter here. Cast Mnemonic Wall. See if they go for a mana leak or something. Or go for something. Oh, they are going for something. Dissolve. Oh, I get them so hard here. Oh, I can't use Wall of Roots mid-combat. Am I still... Yeah, I'm still going to have enough to... Oh, am I? Dang, hold on. Oh, yeah, because this 6/7. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I waste a lot of mana off the Overgrown thing, but that's fine. And then, shy of a board wipe, we should be able to kill him next turn. Alright, Mnemonic Wall, getting back Hunting Pack. Dang. And then I think Storm Count is 3. 1, 2, 3, yeah. I would like to use that ability, yes. And then this taps for... Oh wait, why did my mana not empty? Slow claps. I appreciate you. Why did my mana not empty? Oh, this is an instant. I'm still in mid-combat. I'm dumb. Oh, they gave me the game. That's pretty insane. Holy crap. All right. So what do we want against, like, so I've got to imagine, like, you don't go into that deck unless you open some sort of rare that works with it. None of my cards are particularly good against what they were showing us, so I think we just come back. Hypersonic Dragon, pretty good against them. I think we just have to play this back. We were lucky enough to hit a bunch of creatures off that thing. Gestion Thief probably not going to be good there. Like, if they rattle off an early Ivy Elemental, we could be in a lot of trouble, but they do need a pretty big Ivy Elemental. Like, the little 4/4 ones aren't going to cut it. So let's see if we can just run that again. Ooh. Island Assault Formation. We have Assault Formation, we have Doorkeeper, and we have mana to cast pretty much anything if we draw one more land. Granted, I'd be a turn behind with this Shimmer and Grotto. Turn 1 search. Yep, turn 1 search. Good play. So Forest would be ideal. I guess Swamp is not bad. Like I said, anything that lets me cast my cards is good here. So I don't think we're going to be under so much pressure that I can't come back, and then they don't know that we have Assault Formation yet. All right, they're going to have 5 mana on turn 3, which is good. That's how that deck wants to play out. But we do have a Doomblade for the first thing they play. I'm going to play Doorkeeper here. Yeah, I couldn't play anything else. Then hopefully we can build up a large enough board that we can drop Assault Formation and just, like, destroy our opponent. We do need a lot of green mana for that to actually work, though. All right, so they do have 5 mana up. If they just pass, I'm going to be very skeptical of a Cryptic Command. Probably run a spell into it anyway. Again, Forest would be ideal draw here. Okay, Thran Dynamo. I mean, I'm still not worried about what my opponent's doing yet. Gestion Thief. Do I want to just play that instead? Overgrown Battlement actually gives me additional mana next turn, though, so I think I want the Battlement. And again, Thief's not getting through that thing, so let's go and cast this chick. Or whatever gender this Overgrown Battlement is. Alright, let's see what their big play is. They have 4 cards in hand. Billion mana, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 potential mana, 9 with a land. Alright, and a swamp. Don't necessarily know what that's for. I love how me and my opponent are playing actually just the same 3 colors, and we have such different decks. I guess they're not super different. I could easily like have a bunch of Ivy Elementals in my deck. And they need double green. Oh, Duskdale Worm. Alright. With potential Dissolve mana up, I'm guessing. Sultai Flare's fine. Do I really want to play into Dissolve? I guess one thing I can do here is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can play Jungle Barrier and try to bait out a spell, and then no, I don't actually have the mana to play Doomblade after that. But if I take a hit and they counter something, I think that's okay. I could also play Mnemonic Wall with nothing to get back. Let's go and go for the Jungle Barrier this turn, I think. Hopefully draw me a land. That would be ideal. I think if they have a counter spell, they just want to counter this barrier, though. And it looks like they're thinking about it. That would be the worst play. It means I'm going to take a lot of damage off this Duskdale, but it makes it more likely that my Doomblade's going to hit the Duskdale. And the scary thing about their deck is that this is the point in the game where they could just rattle off a bunch of big creatures and I could be in a lot of trouble. So it looks like Dissolve to me. Alright, that's fair enough. Oh, Condescend. Well, that's even worse than Dissolve for me, but kind of sucks because if I had had a land, I wouldn't have gotten got by Condescend. Or if I had Wall Roots or something like that. This is quite good for my opponent. Hopefully they don't have Dissolve in their hand as well, or something else that I'm going to have to Doomblade, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not to the point where I can go like Doomblade and then also Mnemonic Wall in the same turn. Alright, no big baddie. Something I can deal with. This looks like something I might not be able to deal with. Alright, Aerialist, not as threatening as Duskdale right now. Still holding a potential Dissolve mana. Hey, okay. One thing I can do here is Doomblade the Riverwheel Aerialists and play Assault Formation. That doesn't seem right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, unfortunately, if I lose this game, it'll be to dying. Can I play something in addition to Doomblade this turn? Nothing super relevant. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not great either. I don't think Lead the Stampede's what I want to cast. I can go Jeshen Thief plus Doomblade, I suppose. Alright, let's see if my opponent wants to counter my Jeshen Thief. Nope. Alright, let's go and Blade your guy now. If you have Dissolve, and in lots of trouble. If not, oh man, their last card in hand is Dissolve. Mana Drain. Oh, that's disgusting. Well, I think we're going to lose this one now. There's no way for me to deal with this flyer. Yeah, we're going to go and give this one to our opponent. So if I draw a land, I can go Mnemonic Wall, get back Doomblade, hit them, but I'm taking 11 damage this turn. Potentially more if they have spells. Maybe I just want to soak up some of this trample damage. Now I might need to do that next turn. Alright, we'll go to 2. They didn't do anything with the mana drain mana. It means they just don't have anything relevant. So we got to watch out for mana drain. Alright, so my option here is play the land. 1, 2, oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I can't even do the plan I was thinking there. I would have needed another defender on board already. Yeah, there's no way to get this. Alright, we'll go ahead and say my opponent has this one. I think that was unfortunate. I think I would have been fine if I had gotten to a point where I could have, like, Mnemonic Walled their guy. Or Mnemonic Walled back my, what's it called? Do I want Radiant Fountain? Doesn't seem like it's going to come down to 2 life. Seems like it's going to come down to me just getting ahead of my opponent, not getting Mana Drain. They have a lot of good counter magic. We saw Dissolve, Condescend, and Mana Drain. Things I don't want to happen to me include getting mana drained. And that was such a good open in hand. I'll know that I'm getting there with Distortion Strike. Again, Distortion Strike very good with Jeshen Thief, right? Is there something I'd rather have, though? Not really. I don't care much for this Rune Servitor. I would like to play first, and this hand's pretty good if we draw action. Doomblade for their first relevant spells is nice, and it's very unlikely they're going to have counter magic by the time I get to any of this. I do have the type of deck that I don't really want them to mana drain me. It's not like I have X spells, but opponent going down to 6, and then scrying. They scryed on top. All right, play a forest, pass turn, and again we're gonna start off with overgrown battlements into wall roots because that lets me cast or nets me more mana overall than if I were to do it the other way. Shimmer and Grotto as my opponent's first land is interesting. Battlements. All right. Let's go and get it out there. Now we need a hunting pack or Baloth. That would be great. Assault formation would be nice here. Just let me start jamming. Do you have the Wall of Roots? Or potentially something else? Yeah, they do have Wall of Roots. All right. So my opponent's got a fine keepable hand. I wonder if they just drew the forest. Starting off with Shimmer and Grotto is not great. Doorkeeper also doesn't do anything with my current hand. I can play both of my green dudes this turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to hold up Wall of Roots. Yeah, Wall of Roots plus Swamp lets me hold up Doomblade. Not that I think I'm going to need to Doomblade here. And then some of my best draws here are Assault Formation, Sylvan Carrot, or not Sylvan Caryatid, the other Caryatid is quite good. Alright, making a black mana. Are they going to Doomblade me? Oh, they're going to Reef Soul one of my guys. Well, that's fine, I suppose. That's cut me off a lot of mana. Cuts me off 3 mana. I still have 7 mana available to me, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I draw Hunting Pack, I can cast it, right? Blue mana. Ooh, Doorkeeper. Alright. Get in there, Doorkeeper. So we have an actual clock on our opponent here now. And Doomblade to take care of their first nasty threat. Oh, did they? Whoa. Oh, they played, last turn they played a Simic Growth Chamber, but it looks like they bounced their own Simic Growth Chamber on accident rather than one of their other lands. So they essentially skipped a whole land drop that turn. That is not good for them. Yeah, they played it and then they must have bounced the wrong land. Youch. Doesn't look like they're doing anything this turn either. Alright. Such is life. Draw some real spells. Alright, Mana Leak's not bad against my opponent. I only have 1 blue mana. I think I'm gonna keep the forest in hand because I do have a couple landfall creatures. And we're gonna sit behind Doorkeeper. If I need to Mana Leak something, I will. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we know they have Shimmer and Grotto in hand. They didn't do anything with it. Let's go ahead and mill them here. See what we hit. Alright, Ivy Elemental, 2 lands. Sure. There's a Hunting Pack. So now I will play this land, pass the turn, and hopefully I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. I have enough to Mana Leak something and Hunting Pack if it comes down to that. Alright, they're going to Thought Scour me. Milling. Oh, there goes Caryatid and Forest. Thought Scour is a weird card for them to have in their deck. Alright, tap out for an X spell, let me Mana Leak it, and let me Hunting Pack on my end step. That would let me play 3 4/4s on the board, but only if they have a spell. Also, like, if they have 2 counter spells, that works out fine for me too. Depends on whatever their spell here is. They could hold up a Cryptic, it looks like. And they didn't replay Shimmer and Grotto, so we know one of their 6 cards is Shimmer and Grotto. Is Reef Soul? Yeah, they might have boarded into Reef Soul. It's not normally like the black you splash for. It's not on the level of power or power level of Doomblade, but it gets the job done. I'm starting to think Distortion Strike and Hunt a Week are bad in my deck. I'm starting to think that. I activate this ability only once each turn. I don't think this is a mana ability. Oh, it has a cost. Oh no, never mind. Mana abilities don't have targets. They can have costs. Like tapping a creature is a cost. Elvish Mystic taps for mana. Mana abilities confuse me sometimes. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, they don't have 3 mana. Alright, let's go for the mana leak here. And then Hunting Pack on end step. They only have 2 mana up. Dang. Them accidentally bouncing their own land was horrendous for them. Alright, Hunting Pack. Storm count is 3. Or rather, Storm count is 2. Oh, they're not casting another spell. Alright, this is 3. Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. Pack. 2 spells cast. So I'm going to put 12 power on board on my opponent's end step. If they have a repeal, they can get rid of 1. And another Doorkeeper. I'm going to cast that Doorkeeper. It makes my other Doorkeepers better. Makes my battlements better. Not that that really does anything, but if I draw a mnemonic wall, I get to do the same kind of shenanigans as before. And now we're just going to Doomblade whatever they play. Hopefully they have nothing like soul crushing here. 2, 3, 4, 5. They have 6 mana, 7 this turn. I don't even know what they could play in blue-green. Cryptic to tap my guy seems like what I'm most likely to run into here. Or rather, the thing I'm most afraid of running into. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. This is going to be a big Ivy Elemental. And then we Doomblade it, and we don't win necessarily. Or rather, we don't necessarily win automatically next turn. Oh, this is even more Doombladeable. Boom. Sorry, Duskdale. Oh no, they're actually dead. I forgot they didn't block last turn, so they took 12. They didn't take 8, and now they can only block 1 guy. There's not a 1 mana green spell I can think of that does anything. So, good game, opponent. Palmertron. That was fun. That was super fun. This is my style of deck. Alright, I'll see you guys for round 2. Hey guys, it's Timothy here. We are in round 2 of this Iconic Masters draft. I don't know about this hand. It does kind of have the combo I put in the deck, right? But I need blue mana, and the only card I can cast right now is Undercity Troll. I am on the draw. Opponent's keeping. This also doesn't do anything wally, right? So if I draw Assault Formation, it's not great. I think it's good enough to keep, though. Maybe I just want to mull. This Baloths is not going to happen with what I currently have. It also depends on what my opponent's playing. I think I'm going to try it out. With the having a 2-drop in hand, we're going to go ahead and give ourselves a little bit of leeway. Alright. Well, more lands does get me closer to other stuff, but let's go and see what our opponent's cracking Evolving Wilds for. I'm going to guess Island. Boom. Look, I understand blue is good in that. I can't talk. I'm playing blue too. Oh no, is my opponent missing? Oh no, they played a land. Island. Dang. Alright. Troll coming down. Let's see if I get mana leaked. Or mana drained, I suppose. No. Okay. Well, next turn I can regenerate this. Ooh, blue-black. That normally means mill. If this thing gets in, that'd be great. Ooh, Overgrown Battlements was actually a sweet draw there. We'll go and hold up the regeneration on this. This is going to Renown. That's pretty nice. And again, I could be running into a Dissolve or something, but let's go and play Overgrown Battlements. And if they counter it, they counter it. Next turn, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. Unfortunately, no blue is bad for me. No blue is bad. Island would be amazing, so I can play Jeshen Thief and have Distortion Strike the turn after. But if I get up to Baloths and my opponent's not really doing much, that's fine too. Alright, so opponent amassing. Putting a card on the bottom of their library. It's unusual if this were to actually be a mill deck for them to have not drawn any relevant cards like Shriekgeists or anything, so I'm going to forego my judgment that this is an actual mill deck until I see that. And unfortunately, I'm not pressuring them enough. If they just tap out for like some ridiculous flyer, I'm going to be in some trouble, right? Right? And I would ideally like to save this Baloths for a turn where I can play it plus a land in the same turn, because right now I can't. I can't even cast it until next turn. Might just run it out if I have nothing else to do. And my opponent says go. Sure. Actually, that makes that point a little bit better. So let's go and attack. And there could be like a Teferi here or something like that. Could regenerate in response. But letting Teferi hit the battlefield is pretty poor. No, my opponent just takes it. Alright, I'm going to run out this battlements. I'm going to hold the forest in hand. Well, I might play it if they counter this battlement, which it looks like they're thinking about it. What is this? Oh, Foul Tongue Invocation? It's kind of interesting which one of these things I want to let go. I think I just let go of the other battlements. They are revealing Kaiga. That's super annoying. This isn't going to get through Kaiga. I might just let that card go. Like, they're just going to tap out for Kaiga next turn? Alright, so that actually puts me at 8 mana, so I can afford to hold this land in hand. Hopefully they play Kaiga, I just play Baloths, play a land. Oh no, they're gonna they're gonna play smart. Oh, they don't have a 6th land. Ah, gross. Alright, let's see if you have another counter spell. I'm not gonna play around another one. I guess they didn't have a counter spell that time. Yep, they're doing something here. Okay. Oh, they just have straight up mana leak and punished for not playing the land. That is what happens though. Go and play it. Now our hand doesn't do anything. If we draw Sword Formation, like that's a real thing. All right, here comes Kaiga. Not drawing blue this game was really bad because these thieves would have done so much work. Oh, haunting him? All right, I'll discard my hand. That's a card. So my opponent taps out and I play Hunting Pack. Granted, Hunting Pack's not really good against Kaiga. Ooh, play multiple spells. That would be amazing. Skywise Teachings. Well, I get an 8 this turn. 4, 5, 6, 7. And they can mana leak me again, sure, but still get a 4/4 on board. The only threat we've seen from our opponent is Kaiga. And granted, it's a good threat, but it looks like they're just like a straight up control deck. This card is pretty annoying for me. They do. Oh, really? Another mana drain for 7? That's so obnoxious. That's so obnoxious. My opponent's going to get 7 free mana on their turn. Oh my god. Alright, well, can't imagine we're winning this game now. They're going to make a bunch of these guys. Soul Formation could be a way to do it. Alright, you had another mana. My first round opponent had mana drain. Alright, so you get 7 free mana, and I am going to F6. So we know Kaiga, and then any spells make this thing so much better. So any removal they have, they might just run it out. Look at this free Kaiga. Look at this nonsense. Alright, what else can you do with your mana is the question. The sucky thing is I have to draw mnemonic walls plus islands to kind of make this work out. Alright, looks like they're going to cast a spell here. Maybe Ulcerate? No. Okay, Reef Soul. Make a dude. I don't imagine I'm winning this game, but we could. Alright, assault formation off the top. Doorkeeper. Pass the turn, doing nothing. This is what the defender deck does when it's losing, though. Another Reeve Soul? Wow, that's so good against my deck. I mean, that's fine. I guess that cut me off a lot of mana. But I'm still in the same situation. And this smart of my opponent did not use their Kaiga here. And a black card. I did say my mana was sketched, didn't I? It's not like Doomblade and Kaiga is actually that good for me. Yep. Yeah, Boiler Works is respectable. Respectable in a sad kind of way. And here my opponent has a pretty easy foothold on this match. They could be holding up counter magic and just there's no way I'm getting through them. I don't think even assault formation is very good here. Could draw black for Doomblade, but that's not great either. Alright, yeah, and they're gonna hold up mana drain. Alright, well, can't win this game. I might just give it to them, see what my draw is here. Could be like mana leak, but oh, it's a mnemonic wall of my own, which actually would have been reasonable, but they have mana drain, so we're gonna go ahead and concede this game. Dang, that mana drain was pretty obnoxious. Against a dang, if I had gotten those thieves down, I think I would have been favored to win that game. Don't have a lot of ways to deal with Kaiga, so we'll go and submit it and hope to hit some islands this time. It is kind of unfortunate playing again. Mana Drain is such a busted card. Like not even like the exaggerated way people talk about when they say that a card is busted, but like a legitimately busted card. In case for some reason you don't know what it does, it counters. It's 2 blue to counter a spell, which is already just straight up counter spell, and then it also gives you mana on your next main phase equal to the mana cost of the card you countered. And of course, I cast a 7-drop with my Huntin' Pack, and my opponent countered the original copy, meaning they got 7 extra mana. They also have double Reeve Soul in their deck. I could bring in like Wild Size as a hedge against that. I guess that doesn't actually save my creatures from Wild Size. Never mind. Never mind. Could bring in Rune Servitor, but this card's so bad. My opponent wants to draw cards. Yeah, we haven't drawn Assault Formation. Well, we drew it once, but in a game where it wasn't necessary. Distortion Strike. This also got mana leaked when I technically had a land in my hand, but it's still like I wasn't thinking of playing around mana leak there. I think it's still right to just play it and then hope to get the 4/4 off of it. Not that it attacks into Kaiga very well. Doomblade does take care of Kaiga. And Kaiga's not insane against a wall deck. Like, I've had this actually happen before where I was playing a wall deck against Kaiga, and I managed to kill their Kaiga, and they took a Vent Sentinel from me, but they weren't playing red, so the Sentinel wasn't able to do anything, and it's a defender, so it wasn't able to pressure me. Let's go and play first. And this seems like a respectable hand. I didn't say a good hand. It doesn't really do anything for a while. My opponent has a bunch of Reeve Souls, then it's pretty bad. I'm going to play Boiler Works, hold up Mana Leak or something like that. Maybe that works out. Lead the Stampede's pretty good action against my opponent. On bounce the Forest and pass. I imagine we're going Doorkeeper next turn. I could play Lead the Stampede for mana efficiency. Wrench Mine, well, not too worried about that. I don't think I'm holding up Mana Leak. Maybe I should. Definitely going to be 1 Forest. And do I just want to pitch Doorkeeper here? Probably cast and Lead the Stampede next turn. Huntin' Pack is a little ways away. Opponent's on double black. They probably have blue mana, but just wanted to keep up their wrench mine. I don't really want to discard a forest either. Maybe it's right to discard a forest. I have such a low curve deck that if I draw a bunch of walls with this lead stampede, that's fine. We'll just pitch 2 forests. Like overgrown battlements and stuff, they kind of count as land drops, and we drew a 5-drop. So I'm going to lead all up and around the stampede this turn. All right, battlements, Jeshen Thief. Okay. 2 islands to the bottom is kind of obnoxious, but I already have 1 blue mana. And forest would be ideal next turn, so I can go like battlements plus battlements. All right, maybe they just don't have blue mana. Well, I could go wall roots into battlements. That works, right? I don't think I'm getting countered. This kind of does it. I should have probably played Jeshen Thief there, but this gives me mana. Actually gives me quite a bit more mana. I imagine I'm going to see some Reeve Souls here. Maybe 1 at minimum. Oh, my opponent's cracking Mindstone. That's interesting. Just trying to find blue mana, I assume, is the case. No Reeve Soul either. Oh, yeah, nothing. And they don't find mana, so Jeshen Thief should be coming down this turn, definitely. Do I play land? Yeah, there's no reason not to play the land yet. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. I could hold up Hunt and Pack, or I could play 1, 2 for battlements. I don't really have anything to do with the red mana. 1, 2 for battlements. Yeah, I'm just going to play battlements plus Jeshen Thief this turn. And hold up. Can I hold up Mana Leak? No, I can't. I don't think I need to yet, so let's go and play this bad boy. And let's go and play this bad boy. Foul Tongue Invocation? I'll get rid of Wall of Roots here. They're not revealing a dragon, so they don't have Kaiga in their hand. Yeah, these battlements are just better than Wall of Roots at this point. And we'll see if we can get in with this Thief. If I can start getting in with the Thief, it's going to be pretty good. They drew blue off the top. All right, Skywise Teachin comes down. I do get a hit in with my Thief here, which is nice. Jungle Barrier also pretty good. Let's go and hit with the Thief first. I don't think I'm casting any spells pre-combat. Yep, draw me a land. Flare. Alright, so I have some options here. I could play Doorkeeper and hold up Hunt and Pack. That actually seems pretty good. Or I could play Jungle Barrier, and then I only have 6 mana. If Jungle Barrier draws me an untapped land, I would have 7. I could also hold up Mana Leak and play Sultai Flare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think Sultai Flare is the right thing. I don't think Mana Leak's like what I want to be doing either, and Mnemonic Wall's not in this. So the risky play would be going Jungle Barrier. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I could play Jungle Barrier and Sultai Flare. That seems pretty good. And if I draw an untapped mana source, I get to hold up Hunt and Pack instead, which ought to be pretty good. Their Skywise Teachin's very good against my deck. Oh, Doomblade. Alright, well, guess we're going to go and play Flare then. With 2 mana float in that I can't do anything with. Alright. This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 mana on board. Ooh, I like them casting a Phyrexian Rager here. Still searching for more lands. It means they're very unlikely to Skywise Teachin me this turn. In fact, impossible to Skywise Teachin me. Okay, so this is pretty good. I can go... I think I'm at the point where I want to hold up Mana Leak. I can attack with both of these. I think it's worth casting Hunt and Pack. Yeah. So I want to get a Prowess trigger on this thing. So I can go Doorkeeper, hold this up for Mana Leak, Doorkeeper, and then yeah, that's plenty of mana. So we're gonna go ahead and cast Doorkeeper, cast Hunt and Pack, make 2 4/4s, and then attack with the Thief and the Flare. So this is 8 mana, or 4, 8. It's a ridiculous amount of mana. And then we have Mnemonic Wall next turn. Get to do the same thing as the first game. Our opponent being screwed on mana is bad for them. Alright, Storm, make 2 4/4s. Boom, Prowess, boom. I imagine they block Jeshin Thief. Alright, get in there, guys. Could get got by, like, Diminish here. No, I guess I wouldn't. None of my creatures would be eaten by that. Yeah, smart of them to block the Thief. Just stop me from drawing extra cards. They have cards like Haunting Him and whatnot in their deck to try and eat away the rest of my card advantage, but I've got a pretty good foothold on them right now, especially with this Mana Leak in my hand. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 damage coming in next turn. Yeah, we are gonna just... Actually, I'm not even gonna Mana Leak that. Like, they play land. I just get to hold up Mana Leak for anything that interacts with me here. No way they didn't draw a land. Tuberculosis. that's good right there. Ooh, Wall Roots. Well, that doesn't do too much. I'm not even gonna play anything out of my hand, I don't think. Actually, this is 3. This is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I could somehow get 3 Prowess triggers, then I could win the game, which is possible. I could go like Wall Roots, Mana Leak. I don't know. It's possible I could win the game right now. I'm not doing the math. I think I'm pretty far ahead with this Counterspell in my hand and drawing an extra card every turn. I'm not going to show my opponent more cards. Not going to show him that I have Mnemonic Walls. Just going to sit behind my Mana Leak. And I think I'm going to go ahead and Doorkeeper them before I do anything else, before I try to go for the win. Alright, Reeve Soul, Jeshin Thief is fine, I think. Yeah. And make a Djinn. I mean, that's cool. They have to deal with one more creature and put a creature on board in order to not die here. Huh. Alright, and they didn't concede. I was going to Doorkeeper them to see more cards. Should have done that in response to the Reeve Soul. I'm not sure why they did that. Maybe they just counted everything up, so... We have a game 3 here, but I don't like that I'm on the play here. Like I said, this card's good against me because my opponent has like all the time in the world to do things. I forgot this was in my deck. This card sucks. Alright. Game 3. Is there anything that's just inherently better on the play than the draw? Or rather on the draw than the play? Hunt the Weak, pretty bad. Frost Lynx seems not like what I want. Don't really even want Distortion Strike. Do I want Hypersonic Dragon and cast my 0 sorceries at instant speed? Do I want Rune Servitor? Not really. Do I want just another beater? Like, this could be a real threat if I play this on turn 3 off of a Wall of Roots or an Overgrown Battlements or something like that. It's not like its ability matters, but my opponent is not Reeve Souling that thing. I don't know how I feel about that. Distortion Strike just seems bad. It's probably asking a little bit too much to get in with the Thieves. It is very good against it, but yeah, we'll go and bring in the Ceratok. Like I said, if I can somehow slam that on turn 3, it ought to be pretty good. Sure, my opponent has some amount of like Claustrophobias, Repeal, something like that. But their only removal we've seen are Reeve Souls. And then they have like, I really, like if they just have Mana Drain on turn 2, like what do I do about it? I could not play into it, but like if they go blue, this is a good hand. This is a very good hand. But again, I could just get got. They have a double black and a double blue spell in their deck. Okay, we're going to lead with the forest and just pass the turn. And if they go extra blue here, I might have to second guess playing Wall of Roots. Yeah, they have Mana Drain in their hand. And I could just sit here and not cast anything until we have a ton of mana. Like, what's the worst that happens if I play Wall of Roots? Maybe I should do it early. Like, they could play a 5-drop or something. Like, do you mana drain? No, they F6'd. Or maybe you just don't have black mana. This is really obnoxious for me because it looks like they have mana drain. If I go Ceratok, they can play something else. Might just be best for me to go like Wall of Roots Doorkeeper. I guess I could go for this Jeshen Thief. I'm gonna lose. Like, all right, let's see if they have it. Because here, if they have it, they can play a 6-drop off of it next turn. Okay, straight up Dissolve is better for me than Mana Leak. I keep saying Mana Leak. I'm talking about Mana Drain, the double blue one. I think I've been saying Mana Leak. Geez, no black mana this time. Okay. Or they could be playing in such a way that, like, they could have Mana Drain still. It's not impossible. That Thief would have been great. Do we want to go Ceratok? I could go Wall of Roots and then Ceratok. Doesn't seem like the worst play in the world. And opponent is thinking here, so they have something. Repeal my other Wall of Roots. That's fine. That's just... I'm not doing anything with that. Play a 3-drop, but I don't have one, so let's go and get Doorkeeper down. Oh, passing without playing a land or a spell. That's nice. Nice for me, I should say. I think it might be time to just play the Ceratok. Like, dude, if you have it, right? If not, I get to start beating down a little bit. Okay, Mana Leak. Jeez, my opponent has a lot of counter spells, but not the one I'm really frightened of. Let's go ahead and cast Overgrown Battlements. Come on, Assault Formation. That is what I want. Guardian Idol. Alright, that gets them closer to Kaiga, assuming they have Kaiga. Ooh, good draw. Good draw. Let's go ahead and play it. Another Battlements. Alright, we're all set up for just straight up nonsense. This is... plus Wall of Roots. I could even activate Doorkeeper for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might be on the Doorkeeper plan here. I can activate it for straight up 6 mana. Alright. Alright, Reeve Soul. I think I want to get your 6 cards here. Just get an idea of what they might not have. Know what I mean? Oh, they milled a Cryptic and a Mana Leak. Oh, geez. Look at this. 4 counter spells, plus you have Mana Drain in your deck. Is Kaiga their only win con? Skywise Teachings plus counter spells, I guess, was the idea. Spell. Another Wall of Roots. Well, here's where we are. Unfortunately, Wall of Roots doesn't do anything. Or rather, Mnemonic Wall doesn't do anything, but I am going to hold it. And we're going to pass, and hopefully we can draw some sort of way to convert this into actual damage or like another Doorkeeper. My opponent's absolutely correct to kill Doorkeeper there, if possible. If I draw Assault Formation, I might just win on the spot. I'm not sure. Phyrexian Rager is fine. Not good for me, but fine. Alright, give me a spell. I don't have many in the deck. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one, assuming my opponent doesn't have counter magic galore for it. I can definitely pay through, like, Mana Leaks and whatnot. Juddy Offshoot is, you know, whatever, but we'll play it. God. Doorkeeper. Come on, Assault Formation. My opponent's got to know I have it in my deck. Dang, they're just not playing anything. Ooh, now that's good. So I think When do I use this, though? That's the question. If I were to cast it now, I could I have, these are all defenders. I have 16 mana, 17, 18 with Wall of Roots. I could go like Hunt and Pack, Mnemonic Wall, Hunt and Pack. I think I'm gonna hold off on that though, because I don't want to get mana drained. Or I mean, I'm playing around mana drain, but I can afford to right now. Put myself in a position where, all right, I will sack Jotty Offshoot here. I think. Ooh, do I want to go for this now? I hope they cast one more spell here. Yeah, Offshoot doesn't seem necessary here. Dang, they did not cast another spell. I didn't think they would, but tap out for a 7-drop. Let me Hunt and Pack, Mnemonic Wall, Hunt and Pack. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, holding up. Alright, so I'm actually gonna do Hunt and Pack, I think mid-combat. Oh, shoot. That didn't work the way I wanted to. I thought there would be a stop on my box. Oh well, I didn't F6, so I'm not sure why not. But let's see if they have the mana drain. That would be bad for me. Looks like they might. This card's good. Can't Doom Blade it, so I don't really have outs to it. And any spell, they do have the mana drain. That's why I wanted to do it mid-combat, because they would have gotten the mana second main, but... Alright, we still get the 4/4, which can smash. Jeez, not a spell. That was bad. So I can go Mnemonic Wall, get back Hunt and Pack, cast Hunt and Pack, and get some more 4/4s. My opponent's going to have all that extra mana, though. I think I'm supposed to just go for it. Get back Hunt and Pack. If I had drawn another spell there, I would have. The extra 4/4 might be relevant. Because this thing kills me in 4 turns. Might just sack a creature to it. Like Caryatid not doing anything anymore. Yes, use that ability. And then tap the other battlements. Cast Hunt and Pack. Maybe they won't have much to cast off of their extra mana. Don't know yet. Might sack. Actually, I'll sack Mnemonic Wall, I think. Well, what's the weakest wall I have? Could sack this Wall of Roots. It's either that, take 3, or draw a card. I think it's just more important to keep my opponent from potentially racing with me here. Fortunately, I don't have any responses to anything they do here. Another Mnemonic Wall would be good. Oh, they're casting some Rot Feaster Maggot. Does this hit any graveyard? Okay, so they gain 5, which means they're ahead in the race. Oh, Assault Formation could be the most clutch card here. They didn't do anything else with the mana. Oh man, come on. And Tuco Shaman. We'll suspend that. It gives me an extra draw next turn. And we'll go ahead and smash with our guys. No, what? What? Get in there, other beast. God, that's so bad. Alright. Are they going to go Guardian Idol plus Rot Feaster to block one? God, not getting in this extra 4 damage is so bad. I must have misclicked, obviously, but that feels so bad. Ooh, I don't mind trading for 2 of your guys. Opponent doesn't take any damage. Hey. Do I have flyers in my deck? I didn't put Netcaster in. Let's go ahead and sack Mnemonic Wall. Probably Wall of Roots is correct thing to sack there. Well, we're falling behind very quickly to this 5-power flyer. My opponent has 2 in hand. But I get to draw 2 cards, presumably I get to draw 2 cards next turn. We'll go and cast this thing. And since I have no tapped lands, it should draw me a card. Suspend's so awkward on Moto. This creature does have haste too. I don't know how relevant that's going to be. Ooh. Oh man, if they have a counter spell, this just destroys. Oh, target player discards too. Oh, but they did it on instant speed. Oh man, am I going to get them? Discard, discard. Yes. All right. Do I have enough to kill them is the question. Probably. It looks like quite a bit. So if I tap Overgrown Battlements, that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green mana. Use 2 of it. I have 4 floating. I can give all of my guys haste. They can block one of them. Oh, they are dead. Assuming that they don't have a 1-mana counter spell or something like that. Yeah, haunting him. All right, taste it. Please, nothing. No responses. Oh, plus I have the Anthem effect off of it. All right, so this can attack this turn. 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 Oh my god, that was so clutch. The extra card off of this was so relevant too. Because the way Haunted Him works is it makes your opponent discard 4, but if you do it at instant speed, they only have to discard 2 cards. My opponent stopped me on my draw step to do that, and I had the extra land in hand, plus I drew an extra card here, and my draw for the turn was Assault Formation. Oh my god, that was amazing. What a match! This card is insane! Alright, game 3. Hopefully we can win one of these. See you there. Hey guys, it's Timothy. We are in the finals of this Iconic Masters draft with our wall deck. Sketchy hand indeed. Any forest would be great, and we have like 9 shots to draw green source here. Plus I can cast Thief on turn 2, or on turn 3, and I'm on the draw. I think I'm going to keep this for now. It does have something to work towards. It has some defenders if we are against an aggro deck. It's going to be very bad against flyers or, counter spells. My opponent's going down to 6 as well, which is good news for me. Should help mitigate how slow my hand is. So I'm just going to go land, bounce, probably have to discard for turn at some point. If we draw a forest, we're just like going to slam Wall of Roots, but... Alright, so they scryed on top. And white deck, infantry veteran. So they are an aggro deck, which is probably good news for me. Granted, I'm going to take some beats till then. That is a good draw. So we'll go and run that out, pass, take our hit. I do like the little aggressive decks in this format. They can have trouble against some of the other decks, but there's not a lot of sweepers. There's a lot of first strikers in the format, which makes cards like this and pump spells a lot more dangerous to play into because the first strikers will just take you out. White-red in particular is quite strong, but them not having a 2-drop is good, which means that they might just have something like Draconic Roar, and I think I'm going to more or less play into it. So if they attack, I block, they get a free block or a free attack for the most part. They know I'm not going to kill their creature, and then if they have like a Draconic Roar or +3 damage or something of that effect, Rift Bolt, then they can kill off my Overgrown Battlements. But I don't think that's enough that I'm not going to block here and force them to use their turn doing this. I could also just kill my guy. See, Splatter Thug. Pretty strong card. It's going to attack as a 4 power guy for the most part. Alright, decision time. Do I play Digestion Thief? I can play Wall of Roots and Digestion Thief this turn. And Wall of Roots can actually block Splatter Thug. Yeah. I could also play Boiler Works, but Boiler Works is going to be real nice when this comes down. Could go Wall of Roots, Doorkeeper, but I think I want to get the Thief down. Yeah, play the island. Go ahead and... Oh, I need to keep the island up, duh. That's 2, 3, go and play Thief. And if I ever get Baloths down and then play lands, like my opponent's gonna have a tough time beating that. The burn spells are usually around 3 damage. There's Heat Ray in this format, which is nice. If they attack with Splatter Thug, I'm probably gonna block with Wall of Roots. I might be wrong because I can actually just play Baloth next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I might just play the turn 4 Baloth. Follow up with a Boiler Works. Sultai Flayer should be good against my opponent as well. Whenever a creature 4 toughness or more dies, you gain life. I'm not going to block this time. The reason being that if my 2 walls survive, I can just play this Baloth next turn, and that should be pretty good. Didn't even realize these 2 cards are quite good together. Alright, 4 mana. Another Splatter Thug. Interesting. Pretty good. Can't Infantry Veteran both of them. Ooh, and a 1-drop? Ooh, I guess you can Infantry Veteran both of them. Alright, so this lets me hold up Wall of Roots as a blocker instead. Oh, shoot, I'm stupid. That was dumb. Oh well, what's done is done. I meant to play Baloth and then play land. That was really dumb. I mean, I guess I get in with this. They're not going to block with Infantry Veteran. Doomblade? Island. So having made that mistake, do I just play Baloths anyway as a 6/6? Do I play Sultai Flayer? I think Sultai Flayer is pretty annoying for my opponent to deal with. I can play both these things. So if I go Doorkeeper, tap, yeah. And then also play Flayer, hold up black mana, make it look like I have Doomblade. Yeah, we messed up bad. So I just have to shut that off in my head that I need to not play the land right away. I'd made that same mistake in Grand Prix Atlanta. My 15th match, the last match of the day, played a land in Standard, and it cost me the game because another land I was holding, Scavenger Grounds, could have exiled my opponent's graveyard, and they were playing a God Pharaoh's Gift deck, but ooh, Horizon Canopy. Nice. 1 card left in hand. They're going to crack that right away to find some action, it looks like. This is a cool card. You can just play it like off color for the most part. I don't know that you would do that. I think you want to be at least one of the other colors, but it is nice that you can turn a land into a card. I guess you would play this off color a good number of times. It doesn't have an option to tap for colorless mana. You have to take a damage. All right, opponent straight up not scared of me. Oh, I guess because they can turn one of these into a 5/5. But if I go block, block, I don't take any damage, and they have to tap both their infantry veterans to do that. Eh. I just think my hand's very good against them. I don't want to get wrecked. I imagine they go both infantry veterans on Splatter Thug. That's what I would do. And if they tap completely, I guess they only have to do 1. That's true. So they're not going to block Jeshen Thief with this thing, are they? Man, a healthy 19 with some pretty good cards against my opponent. Like I said, red-white's going to have difficulty dealing with this. They could have Iona's Judgment. There are answers to it. They play a creature here I feel pretty good about, just playing the Baloth. But good combination of cards. Like I said, this works good with first strikers, even through my walls. See what they play, though. Might be that I don't get a chance to attack with this Thief. It might be that they have a Rift Bolt or something right now, and they're thinking about whether to use it or not. Or something along those lines. Stagger Shock my dude. That did take 3 damage, so that's going to happen. Can't stop you. Then they're going to get a Stagger Shock on the following turn as well. Stagger Shock being fantastic. Does that do anything yet? No. But it's a nice option to have it. I think we go Thief here first. I'd be pretty happy if they block, and I'd be pretty happy if they don't block, so either way. Caryatid's nice. Don't play the land, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not enough to play Caryatid as well, but enough to play Baloth plus land. And then follow up with Boilerworks. Go and make a 4/4. These 4/4s aren't going to be amazing. I might block with Baloth. Like, they could Stagger Shock this and make it so I can't really block with it. Bounce the Forest back to my hand, I suppose. Yep, make a 4/4. Alright, so do you Stagger Shock me or do you Stagger Shock the Bailiff? That's a real question. Because if they Stagger Shock Bailiff, I can't block them. If they attack with both Splatter Thugs, I might just pass for this, or like just let them hit me this turn. It is a lot of damage. Like, they're representing 8 damage on board. Also, if they have, like, they could have some combination of like Lightning Helixes and stuff where it might be profitable for them to hit the Baloth and then try to draw like Heat Ray land or something like that. Because this card blocks their creatures, right? I hope they just let me keep getting in with Thief. If I draw Assault Formation, this is going to be hard for them to deal with. Also, Doomblade would be very strong if they like go all in on a Splatter Thug or something. But my opponent does have a tough decision with the Stagger Shock. They do shoot the Baloth. Alright. Well, definitely not blocking with it then. I'll take the hit. I can't really block with this 4/4. Hunting Pack would be nice here. A Jungle Berry would be pretty good. Caryatid's not bad. Not insane either. Interesting. So going in for the full 8 damage this turn. That's respectable. And what's the follow-up? They have land plus nothing. Ooh, there's Hunting Pack. So how much mana can I make this turn? I have 2, 3, 4, 5. Currently 7 on board. Play a land that makes 8, 9 mana. Or if I were to play a land and say tap 3 for Caryatid, this is now 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm off from going like Caryatid plus Hunting Pack. You get to make another 4/4. Also get to just smash my opponent for some damage here. Might even like chump with Doorkeeper and just hit my opponent for 10. 11. If they play a card in response, I can play Hunting Pack. Yeah. Well, I guess these things can't block, so I think this is something I'm going to do at minimum, right? I don't want to die to, like, Wing Shards would be annoying, but yeah, let's go ahead and do this attack. I think if I do some strategic blocking on these Splatter Thugs, I'll be fine. Doorkeeper. So I can go Doorkeeper plus Hunting Pack. Pretty sure. Is that right? So make a 4/4. Yep. Play Doorkeeper, and then this taps for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's go and do that. Keep the doors. Go ahead and tap for a billion mana. 5, 6, 7. Cast Hunting Pack. Yeah, post-combat prowess again. Love it. Alright, now I get to do some like double, triple blocks and stuff like that. And Baloth's already made 2 4/4s. Like, I can block with it, and if they need to use combat tricks, like, that's just less cards they have. I'm pretty far ahead of them right now, I think. Pretty sure with 1, 2, 3 defenders, I might be able to go wall plus whatchamacallit next turn. So let's actually do some. I could triple block one. Just not block the other one. I think that's fine. They can pump it, take one out, like they're trading a beast token for a splatter thug here. They could go for all the damage on the other splatter thug, which would make me very skeptical of a fireball. Like they can put me down to 6 here. Alright, so they're on the plan of trying to trade that for a beast token. Adding another point of damage doesn't do it here. If they add another point of damage and they have like a 3 damage burn spell, then they can kill a second beast token. No, just trade for a beast. And I take 3. They didn't even use the other infantry veteran, so they feel like they need a blocker here. Okay. Rumble, rumble, rumble. Everything's coming in here. They just dead? I mean, this is a lethal attack. Alright, cool. So, interesting that we're wall deck, which is good against aggro, but we're also bad against these stupid first strikers. So let's see what we want to do about that. How's Hunt the weak against them? It's good against the little dorky guys, and it also just adds another layer of defense to my creatures. I don't want to get stuck with a Hunt the weak in my hand and like no way to actually use it profitably. Bewilder could be good here. So normally not, but it could be here. Like, Mana Leak is okay. Yeah, we'll take out the Distortion Strike. I think Bewilder is actually going to be fine. Like, if they go, again, all in on a first striker or something, Bewilder is not bad. And it cantrips at the very minimum. It costs 3 mana. It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. But it is what it is. And that's exactly how I would expect this sort of matchup to play out. Granted, my opponent mulled to 6. They missed a 2-drop. Didn't seem like they drew anything towards the end of the game there. It is nice that we didn't. I mean, they can probably guess that we have Assault Formation, but we also showed them Double Doorkeeper. So if I'm sitting in my opponent's shoes and I have like Disenchant in my sideboard, I've got to think to myself, do I bring that in against Assault Formation when I didn't see it and my opponent still has win cons, or do I not bring it in? And if I were sitting in their shoes, like, I don't necessarily want to bring in a Doom or a Disenchant for a type of card that I never saw. I usually wait until I know for a fact my opponent's going to have a card until I start bringing in the sideboard hate for it. Because, like, if I play Assault Formation, it's so hard for them to, like, even attack into my walls. We'll see what they bring in, though. They're doing a little bit of sideboarding, but that was a good game 1. Jeshin Thief, like, I think it was... I want to say it was a mistake for them to let Thief get in, but they're not going to just chump with their infantry veterans, and if you unleash Splatter Thug, it can't block. Right? Unleash is a real downside. Like a huge downside sometimes. But it is what it is. Also, I don't think they're going to be able to deal with Hypersonic Dragon. This should probably just be in my deck. Do I want Radiant Fountain against them? Maybe. It's good with the Boiler Works. The 2 extra life could matter. You can see how in that last game if my opponent had a little bit more interaction, a couple, maybe 1 or 2 more kill spells, maybe Emerge Unscathed, they'll just get their creature through. I could have just died, right? But we'll see how this goes. Feeling pretty good about it. Might get a trophy here, but we still gotta not get beat by aggro. We have a naturally good hand against or deck against aggro. All right, so how is this looking? It's slow, but it does have Thief Thief Wall of Roots, and if I draw Mountain or any other land, I get to play Wall of Roots and kind of block early. So I think it's good. My opponent's keeping as well. Ooh, no. Is nice. So, Forest, pass. Probably just have to play Boiler Works, but if I draw a land, I'm going to go and play that other land instead of Boiler Works. All right, Seeker of the Way, Kiln Fiend. That's a dangerous card. That's not quite what I wanted to see. What's the discard here? I'm just going to discard Hunting Pack, I think. So next turn, probably play Jeshin Thief. See if my opponent goes in on this Kiln Fiend. It triggers off instants and sorceries, so not just all non-creature spells, but whenever my opponent casts an instant or sorcery, they get to deal an extra 3 damage, essentially. Which, on an empty board, is kind of scary, right? They could just pile a bunch of spells on it, but Sultai Flayer would be pretty good. I don't mind trading it off for that. Flayer's just also decent in general against my opponent. But it's very possible I just take one and get eaten by a Splatter Thug or something like that, which makes Thief look a little bit worse. Survival Cache. Well, I mean, that makes sense. My opponent's going to use that while it guarantees them 4 damage, and it replaces itself. So I can go Wall of Roots and a Doorkeeper here. I could also just play Jeshin Thief. Neither of these block that thing too well. If I use the counter off Wall of Roots, then it is what it is. But, oh, I do have to keep in mind, my opponent's going to have that Survival Cache on Rebound, so this is definitely going to be at minimum of 4x. So with that being said, it's possible I'm just straight up not blocking that thing anyway, so we might go Jeshin Thief here, I think. Yeah, and just take the licking from this card. I could play Wall of Roots and not, like, just block and not use the counter to play anything else, but that doesn't seem amazing. Survival Cache can do work for my opponent here, definitely. Drawing them 2 extra cards, getting in essentially 6 extra damage. I'm not going to block. They play a removal spell on this now, I'm taking 7. Probably play Sultai Flayer next turn. Intending to block with it on pretty much anything it can block. Furnace Well, that's annoying. Undercity Troll's a card, I suppose. 1, 2, boom. Oh, it kind of sucks I don't have a way to prowess this thing. Doomblade be amazing. I'm not blocking with the Thief, so let's go ahead and get in there and see if my opponent wants to block. I imagine they do. Depends on what their hand looks like. If I were them, I'd be like, nope. Kind of hoping they just let it through. Then I draw a black source and I go Doomblade, but can't have everything. So let's see what the plan is. Could also play Undercity Troll plus Doorkeeper, or Wall of Roots plus Doorkeeper, or Wall of Roots plus Undercity Troll, or Wall of Roots plus Jeshin Thief. A lot of different things I could do here. I want something that can profitably block Kiln Fiend, though. So with that being said, well, yeah, let's go and play this bad boy. Be pretty happy if they attack with their Kiln Fiend into it, and then use the spell to try and kill it off or something. But Furnace Whelp is a problem. Furnace Whelp is a 3-turn clock on me. I need to Doomblade it and hope that they don't have any other fly-in interaction. That Survival Cache was very good for my opponent. Rather, any rebound spell would have been good, but the fact that they're up 2 cards off of it is very good too. And I'm pretty behind with my full-on Defender deck. I guess Jotty Offshoot would be... Nah, Jotty Offshoot's a bad draw. So just draw more lands. Rather, I'm not drawing Offshoot and lands in the same turn, so... It's possible I wanted to play Thief there and just try to, like, outdraw my opponent. Hopefully get closer to the black source, or Shimmer and Grotto would do it too. I only have 2 ways of actually making black mana in my deck, and they are not in my hand or battlefield or graveyard, so there's a 2 in 29 chance that I draw it. My opponent with 5 mana. Scary, huh? Are they casting something pre-combat? If they kill this, this is bad for me, because I'm going to take 1,000,000 damage. But if they just attack with Kiln Fiend, I'm snap blocking with full Flare. Stagger Shock on me, I suppose? No, Stagger Shock that thing. So you have another spell? Or you're going to use another spell on the Flare? Okay. That's fair. And oh no, that exiles, doesn't it? Jeez, I take 7, 8, 9. All right, we are on Doomblade or bust. Nice from the opponent. I wonder why they still have Pillar of Flame in their deck. I guess to combo with other removal spells like that. Plus they're gonna Stagger Shock next turn. This could be bad, boys. Draw. Lead the Stampede. That's not gonna do it. I guess I have to get in with this Jeshin Thief then and hope to draw the Black Source, because Furnace Whelp kills me. That's not gonna do it. All right, you got this one. Those rebound spells. Nice. I do like Netcaster Spider here. What did I bring in? I brought in Bewilder. I still kind of stick to that over Distortion Strike. Hunt and Pack actually doesn't seem amazing against my opponent, even though I can make a billion mana. Nantuko Shaman. There you go. Netcaster Spider, get in the deck. And hopefully we can rattle this off. That Kiln Fiend is a very scary card in this format. Kiln Fiend in any format where you have rebound spells and cheap interaction Distortion Strike is just absurd. So we could lose this, but being on the draw is a little bit better. A little bit. Just a little. And you can see the folly in my deck building with having a Doomblade and only 2 actual ways of casting it. It's possible I want to dump one more forest for another swamp, but I don't want to get screwed over on my green mana, and it's super essential that I have my green mana in this deck. So Pillar of Flame, interesting. It's really interesting that they have it. I guess it goes to my face too, but Pillar of Flame. I could bring in Rune Servitor. No, it's not going to happen. Frostlinks, is that a card I want? No, I'm sticking to the walls. Oh, if I could just go Doomblade, Mnemonic Wall, Doomblade, it's going to be hard for my opponent to win that match. But Netcaster Spider blocks Furnace Whelp. It's also significantly better than this Shaman in this matchup, because this takes up a whole turn without adding to the board. This adds to the board immediately, and also survives Pillar of Flame and Stagger Shock for what that's worth. Undercity Troll could be bad in this matchup. My opponent does have a lot of just like random 2-mana ways of dealing with things. Hunt the Weak doesn't really take care of Furnace Whelp. It's good with... I guess this does kill everything we saw from our opponent, right? Yeah, I'm not into this troll, really. Alright, we made some adjustments. Like, if I can just get a 1-power creature on board, like the Thief or something, then Hunt the Weak's actually decent. If I can ever get a big creature, it's very good. How do I feel about this hand? This hand seems very good. And I'm on the play, so I get to go Battlements into Caryatid, which is super nice. Draw an extra card. At some point, hold up Mana Leak off the Shimmer and Grotto. Mana Leak not at its best against these red-white decks, but... Ooh, no 1-drop from the opponent again. Ooh, and black mana? This is nice. Well, Battlements is going to come down. So having all access to all colors and a cantrip creature, this is good. Das ist gut. Doorkeeper. Can I play both these things this turn? I don't think so. So I'm going to hold on to Shimmer and Grotto and play Caryatid. Maybe there was a way for me to also hold up Mana Leak there, since this now taps for 2. I don't think there was. 91. I don't think so. Ooh, Lead the Stampede, also pretty decent. And this is very good against my opponent, I imagine. It makes it harder for them to attack into me. So next turn I can play Doorkeeper plus like Lead the Stampede. I would rather just naturally draw an island here, but Jeshin Thieves would be very good. Rather, Jeshin Thieves, I should say. Be grammatically correct. Did go to college for English. They tell me I'm supposed to do that. Okay. My opponent not having a play on turn 1 or 2 is kind of bizarre. Stalwart Aven. Very likely going to Doomblade that at some point. Hunt and Pack, you say? It's not bad. Do I lead the Stampede now, or rather I could pay Boom Boom Cast Doorkeeper. Still have 2 up. Tap this for 3. Well, that doesn't. Oh, well, I knew to do that to play the blue mana, so I think it's just better for me to do that first, actually. So we'll go and make a blue. Black. No, let's tap the green. Play Doorkeeper, and then this taps for 3. Play Lead the Stampede. Thief and Wall of Roots. Nice. And 3 Force to the bottom. All right, so I'll take my hit. Let my opponent's guy renown here. They didn't put any fly-in walls in this set, did they? Oh, I guess there's Fog Bank. The only Fog Bank we saw in the draft was in the same pack as Assault Formation, so... Oh, Battle Rattle Shaman. Opponent going to get in for a little extra damage here. I think I might just hold up Doomblade plus Mana Leak on my opponent next turn. Could also hold up Hunt and Pack. Alright, taken 4. Or rather, I took 3 that turn. Alright, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say I go Wall of Roots. Then this taps for 5, 6, 7. I could play Hunt and Pack with 3 dudes. That seems pretty strong, right? Then still just have these spells up. Can I go... Yeah, I'm going to get hit for a 4 next turn. What's my opponent going to do about 3 4/4s? I think I might do that. Wall of Roots. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, 5. Wall of Roots again. Activate. 7. Cast Hunting Pack. Alright, so we got the ground cleared up, and Doomblade's going to be pretty good at clearing up the sky. Only thing I'm really worried about is like some big dragon, because then I have 2 flying threats to take care of. Should be able to race my opponent, though, with this Doomblade, and then Mana Leak anything that's strong. So from this point, since I only have access to 1 blue mana, I think I'm just going to hold these 2 spells up. Depends on what I draw, of course. Like, I have a million green mana. Like, literally just 7 green mana in creatures. And the goal is just to, like, beast my opponent to death here. Drawing a blue off the top would be great, because that lets me play Thief and still hold up Mana Leak, but might be asking too much. And my opponent still has 6 cards in hand. Gotta imagine I'm getting hit for at least 4 this turn. My opponent has a lot of burn in their deck as well. You can't really attack on the ground, I don't think. Cards I have to watch out for include Emerge Unscathed, because that's a way to like seal a game through a bunch of blockers. But having multiple different colored creatures plus a removal spell that's in a 3rd color makes Emerge Unscathed a little bit harder to hit me. They could have Survival Cache here, which doesn't really do too much. Doesn't seem like they have... I guess it's only turn 5. This is a nice board for turn 5. I'm not even going to make that up. I'm super happy with this deck. Even if we lose this match, I'm super happy. Also, if I draw Assault Formation next turn, I think I win, like, immediately. That card is ridiculous. Unfortunately, we got to showcase the power of it in one match. Like, just turned, like, 0 power into, like, 30 power out of nowhere. That was a fun match. These are fun matches, too. This set, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This set is fantastic. Alright, 5th mana. What do you do? Just go straight to combat. Alright. Well, I won't stop you, my friend. Okay. My opponent had Austere Command, I'd probably die. Rather, I mean, I'm going to Mana Leak it, but Can't mana leak this turn, so hopefully this isn't anything crazy. Alright, Splatter Thug. Do you unleash? That's the question. Ooh, so they just put a creature out that can't block. But a creature that can pretty freely attack into all my guys. I don't mind just like going on the chump plan here. Like attacking for 12 each turn. Doomblade this thing. Just chump with like some walls here. Hopefully draw a mnemonic wall at some point, because then I can go Doomblade, mnemonic wall, Doomblade. And like I said, my opponent's going to have a very hard time coming back from that. Alright, well, there's mnemonic wall, so I might just run out this Doomblade on this thing as soon as I can. Let's go ahead and attack. Boom. That's what I made. I accidentally double-clicked one in that last game. The one with the Indulgent Tormentor. My opponent's just going to take 12. That's not a winning strategy. I kind of want to Doomblade now, but I think I'm going to hold it. Like, if I Doomblade now, the benefit of doing that is my opponent can't emerge unscathed in response through my mana leak. Lightning Helix me. I think I'm okay with this. Not, like, happy about it, but I'm okay with it. I'm going to go for Doomblade on this. Oh, yeah, you getting mana leaked. Ooh, I could also... Nah. Let's go and mana leak this one. Make a blue mana. We got to hold up the black source. Yep. My opponent can't pay for it. That means Splatter Thug hasn't attacked me in the air, and I can go ahead and Doomblade Stalwart Aven. Granted, if they have a protection spell, they get to blanket. Oh, yeah. Just show my opponent that I have all the answers here. They do get an attack with that Splatter Thug, though. And I'll probably block with... We'll block with... we'll block with Wall of Roots. Because if they do have Emerge Unscathed for a ground creature, I do want to make sure that I have two different colored creatures. So I'm going to chump this. They're going to make it a 5/5. And they're facing lethal, so they're going to have to block one of my guys. And then I can still go Mnemonic Wall plus Doomblade. Pretty absurd. Yep. I will block with the Wall of Roots. I think this one's close to in the bag. I don't want to be cocky about it, but I'm feeling pretty good about this match. Sultai Flare. Alright, so can I actually go Mnemonic Wall Hunting Grounds? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. I can't do that, but I can go Mnemonic Wall Doomblade. That's 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have just enough for that. Does that make this a lethal attack? It doesn't. But it... Yeah, let's go and attack with these guys. Pa 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 pa. They have to block at least one. They're going to chump with Borderline Marauder. I guess if I Doombladed before combat, I can guarantee that this Battle Rattle's gone. Alright, and then let's make sure we do this right. We'll go ahead and tap this for 4. Make a blue mana 5. Cast Mnemonic Wall, and then go ahead and Doomblade. I'll just hold up Doomblade. I don't think they have Emerge Unscathed in their deck. They probably do. We bleed the Stampede too. Wow, we actually just have like all of our spells in the graveyard this time. Yep, I'll get back Doomblade, and I don't see any need to Doomblade right away. I mean, I'll just block anything they attack with, and if they want to do something in response, we'll Doomblade in response. I don't think there's going to be enough burn with 3 cards in their hand for them to deal 10 to me. I've been wrong before. Pentarch Ward could be a card. Survival Cache could be a card. Survival Cache, this is where Survival Cache starts to look really bad. That's why I think it's a super overrated card. Dang, the wall deck. Oh my gosh. The wall deck. This deck is so much fun to play. Look how much mana we're making. We've only hit 4 land drops. This deck is fantastic. Normally you see Vent Sentinels too, or like there's some big splashy creature like Simic Sky Swallower, or Day of the Dragons is another really good one. Yeah, I'm just gonna block Splatter Thug with Mnemonic Wall here. Yeah. Like I don't really know what the plan is. Go and do that. I mean, they could have Austere Command. That would be tedious, but I still have action after that. What can they do here to not die? Every single one of my beasts is lethal. All right, cool. We won a trophy. I'm super happy with that. Awesome. That was probably the most fun I've had in this format. And that's saying a lot. This format's great. I hope I hope I prove to the naysayers that the wall deck is a real thing. And geez, Hunting Pack was amazing. I'm glad I took those mnemonic walls. I thought I was thinking about cutting them for a while. I'm not sure that Distortion Strike need to be in my deck, and Hunt the Weak definitely didn't need to come in. But anyway, that's the wall deck for you. Green-blue, that's what this color pair is supposed to do. And I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was really fun. My name's Timothy. As always, thanks for watching. Catch me next time. I don't know how many more Iconic Masters we're going to do. Probably none recorded, but we'll probably be around for Vintage Masters or Vintage Cube, whichever one or both of which is coming out on Moto. So see you then. My name's Timothy. Like, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. See you next.